From disturbing photos of the former Prince Andrew to his alleged sharing of government documents with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, the fallout from the Epstein files once again putting the British royal family into turmoil.
Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor is reportedly furious. Not quietly upset, not mildly frustrated, furious. And according to his close friend, who spoke to Richard Eden at the Daily Mail, his anger is aimed squarely at two people, King Charles and Prince William. The friend claims Andrew feels he has been unfairly, even brutally treated, and that the person he blames most is his own brother, the King. Not the media, not the public, not former advisors, the King. Certainly not himself. And apparently, he has not been shy about expressing that anger in private. Let's unpack what is really going on here.
Earlier this month, Andrew was taken into custody by Thames Valley Police for questioning on suspicion of misconduct in public office. He was later released pending further investigation. The exact details of the investigation have not been fully disclosed. There have been allegations that while serving as the UK's trade envoy, he may have shared sensitive information with Jeffrey Epstein and his associate, Ghislaine Maxwell. Andrew has denied wrongdoing in the past and has consistently denied all allegations made against him, including those brought by Virginia Giuffre, who made civil allegations against Andrew that were settled in 2022. But from Andrew's perspective, reportedly, the real betrayal is not the investigation itself. It is how his family has handled him since. According to Richard Eden's column, Andrew is insistent that he will clear his name. A friend is quoted as saying, "He's really insistent that he can and will clear his name." That suggests he sees this as temporary, something he believes he can fight. What he cannot accept, apparently, is how firmly King Charles has distanced the monarchy from him. We need to remember the sequence. In January 2022, Buckingham Palace announced that Andrew's military affiliations and royal patronages were being returned to the Queen. He would no longer use His Royal Highness in any official capacity. That was a devastating public step. It effectively removed him from royal life as we knew it. This came just months after his late mother, Queen Elizabeth II, had stood by him through the initial scandal. Then came the pressure around Royal Lodge. Royal Lodge in Windsor Great Park has been Andrew's home for years. 30 rooms, substantial grounds, and enormous sentimental value. He raised Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie there. He invested heavily in renovations after signing a long lease in 2003. And yet, King Charles made it clear that Andrew could not remain there indefinitely. Reports indicated that the king was unwilling to continue covering the significant security costs tied to Royal Lodge. Security for a high-profile royal is expensive, and with Andrew no longer a working member of the family, the arrangement became increasingly difficult to justify publicly. Eventually, Andrew was pushed out. He was offered the use of Marsh Farm, a 5-bedroom property on the Sandringham estate in Norfolk. On paper, that sounds generous, but compared to Royal Lodge, it is a downgrade. There were even rumours that he might move into Frogmore Cottage, formerly occupied by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, or Adelaide Cottage, once home to the Prince and Princess of Wales. In the end, Marsh Farm was the solution. According to the friend quoted in the press, Andrew feels humiliated by this. He reportedly looks at the properties enjoyed by his siblings and sees disparity. Princess Anne has Gatcombe Park, set in more than 200 acres, and access to an apartment at St James's Palace. Prince Edward resides at Bagshot Park, which reportedly boasts around 120 rooms. Andrew's view, allegedly, is that he has been singled out. Now here's where Prince William enters the picture. Multiple royal commentators have suggested that William has taken a very firm stance behind the scenes on actions to take, even though William still worries about his uncle's mental state. While Charles is said to retain some personal sympathy for his younger brother,
William is believed to favour a harder line. The future king reportedly wants a clear separation between working royals and those who have stepped back under controversy. According to the friend cited by Richard Eden, Andrew has directed anger not just at Charles, but also at William. The source claims he launches into tirades about both men. That suggests he sees William not just as an observer, but as an active force shaping his fate. If that is accurate, it paints a picture of a deep family fracture. We cannot ignore the shadow of the November 2019 BBC Newsnight interview with Emily Maitlis. During that interview, Andrew said, "Certainly I wasn't aware when the invitation was issued what was going on in the United States." He was referring to his association with Jeffrey Epstein. The interview was widely criticised and is often described as catastrophic for his public standing. Within days, he stepped back from public duties. From Andrew's perspective, reportedly, that moment became the beginning of a long slide into isolation. There is also the matter of optics. Following his recent arrest, Andrew has reportedly been told not to go horseback riding. The Sun quoted a source saying it would be a bad look if he were photographed smiling on horseback while under investigation. Horse riding was one of the few visible pleasures he still had. Now, even that has been curtailed. Last year, he voluntarily surrendered his gun license. Shooting was another hobby removed from his life. When you add all of this together, stripped titles, removed patronages, loss of royal lodge, financial dependence, limits on public visibility, it is not difficult to see why he might feel cornered. But the key point here is that Andrew does not appear to accept that these measures were necessary. According to the friend's account, he believes he has been wronged by his own family. He believes the king has treated him harshly. And he reportedly resents Prince William's influence. King Charles, for his part, has continued to provide financial support and alternative accommodation. That complicates the narrative. This is not a simple story of abandonment. It is a story of controlled distance. The police investigation remains ongoing. No charges have been announced, and Andrew maintains his position that he has done nothing wrong. But inside the royal household, the atmosphere, if these reports are accurate, is icy. From what we have heard to date, Andrew is not one to hold back his feelings. He's known for his ranting, entitled behaviour behind closed doors. So let me ask you this. Do you think King Charles has been fair but firm, protecting the institution first? Or do you believe Andrew has a point when he says he has been treated brutally? And what role do you think Prince William is really playing behind the scenes? Share your thoughts below. And if you want continued, detailed royal coverage that lays out the facts and the family tensions without the sugarcoating, make sure you subscribe so you do not miss the next update.